Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval 2 Total War Definitive Edition here today on the channel. We're back with episode 21 of my stainless steel SSHIP England campaign. So, if you'd like to send that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Alrighty, so we've had a bit of a mishap here today. So I've recorded for about an hour and a half, maybe two or so, this session today, but I don't know what's happened, but I think my graphics card must have bugged out. It's basically, we've had some issues with recording this mod in the last couple of parts. Like sometimes the visuals were slightly out of sync with the audio, not too much of an issue, but this is a bit crazy. So unfortunately, during the end turn stuff, like all the little minor managey things, that's sort of gone, and I'll try and commentate over it. This is like post-commentary Simpzy, after I've already recorded all this, because I'm going to try and clean up this recording session and try and save it. I save before every single battle anyway, or there's usually saves around that, so I'm going to redo the battles that you guys can see, but basically, we'll try and go from here. So we married off Ellis Plantagenet. That was the main thing. Here we go and negotiate with the Moors for peace. I also am building up the frontline territory in France. Also building up some religious buildings as such. So we move out from Königsberg and we actually start sieging Gdansk. So we'll play this siege battle now for you guys. Alright, let's get stuck into this battle at Gdansk. Now, obviously playing it again. I think it's just easier just replaying the battles so you guys can get gameplay. But as you can see here, for some reason it's just like frozen. I think I've never had this issue ever. Recording software wise, I actually used GeForce. I know it's not the best, but for me it's been not an issue whatsoever. But I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the hard drive, maybe it's the graphics card. I don't know necessarily what it is. I do think it's this mod. The way the launcher is very it's maybe it just got to do with it. I don't know. Some mods aren't like this, but I've never had this experience. And this isn't a new computer. I've had this computer for like 2 years. I do have OBS, but I found that GeForce has just been better for me. It's been more stable. It actually gives me more frames. Actually using the driver and graphics card. Okay, so we're good now. So we are slowly but surely continuing our expansion into Eastern Europe. And now that this has happened, I'm going to be on point that it can happen again, because like this is annoying for me to have to redo all this, although the battles won't be exactly the same. Redoing them again, there's going to be some minor troop losses and stuff, but at least you guys are going to be able to see the battle. So pushing it to Gdansk now. The Pope called a holy crusade on Königsberg, which is just I don't know, it's just kind of funny if anything. And now we're going to slowly but surely continue to push into Eastern Europe against Poland and try and take as much territory as we can, because we're still trying to get that 40 settlement total. But now that it's happened, I'm going to like check the recordings ever so often. Doesn't happen too often. At least it didn't like corrupt all of the footage, so we still do have some of it. Yeah, I feel like what happened is the graphics card might have bugged, and then the GeForce like fully out of sync. I don't know what it is. But now I'm aware I can be cautious of it. So thankfully it hasn't just like bricked this. Sometimes that can happen. Like save corruptions can just like ruin series. Because usually I just use GeForce or OBS, and then I use Audacity for recording as a backup. And then there's usually a second audio wave, so I've got like a double backup. But the more stuff you have running in the background can cause issues. I'm sure if you guys are just playing by yourselves, playing it SSHIP, it's probably not going to be too much of an issue. But it's just a little bit annoying to have to redo this all again. No matter. I like Medieval too. I like SSHIP. I like Stainless Steel, and I like you guys, so it's not a big deal. Whatever. Alright, let's flank around with this cavalry here.
Only half the enemy force remains.
We are struggling to push here, but I want to try and flank. So, we're going to be throwing most of our military assets east. Still keeping a decent presence against the HRE. And we're sort of consolidating our position down in Iberia. Because although we hold the territory, due to the vast populations, it's still a bit of an issue for us. Nice, we've gotten rid of him. Yeah, I don't know how long Poland are going to last in this campaign, as there's a fair few crusading armies probably still at war with them, floating about their territory. They can't excommunicate all of us, can they? The Pope. Okay, 420. Nice. That's a funny number. Against Wolislaw the Farmer. Henry, though, 54 years of age, not the spring chicken, has won his second battle. I do find it quite funny that in his old age he's got a bit of spring in his step, a stride, as he goes to conquer recent lands. Why did I allow my nephews and sons? Why wasn't I a commanding king? Well, to be fair, we needed to grow his family tree. More or less. We didn't adopt or bring any generals in early in the series, so we needed it to grow. I wanted him to get some good traits as well. Alright, so Danzig is now ours. Okay, so basically just replenished and repaired here in Danzig and Königsberg. I think I moved down here to get some line of sight. We are slowly but surely sending more military forces to the Far East. We've got a lot of family members coming of age. And yeah, just sending more units as well. Alright, King Henry's going to continue his Polish expansion, and now we are besieging Polk. I don't know how to say Polok. I don't know how you say that properly. So he's taken Königsberg, he's taken Danzig. But even that, Königsberg is only generating 600, and Danzig is only 900. Yeah, so like I said, there definitely is a huge settlement difference. We're facing a Piast as well, one of the Polish royal family members, so we're going to have to deal with him, but we're going to have another siege against the Poles here. Still very much excommunicated. Thankfully, we haven't come across their faction leader or heir, so obviously when the faction leader dies, they do get reconciled. But thankfully, as well, there doesn't seem to be that big castles over here. So it actually might have been, in hindsight, more beneficial to maybe not even deal with the Moors. I guess money-wise. But now that we just need to get that total, money isn't an issue for us. Because we got France, southern Spain, and yeah, we've got that territory all pretty much built up now. We just need to get a loose territory number. I don't know if it's because Poland's been whittled down. I wonder, like... Well, to be fair, we wouldn't normally be able to attack Poland. But I'm sure if we go not too far east, we're going to run into... Is it Lithuania? They must be nearby. Yeah.
reach the gate with the battering ram.
When does the Commonwealth happen? Is that 1500s?
The Lord is with us today.
Although I have a history degree, I am not that familiar about the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
When it started. Okay, let's charge on in. But King Henry still slowly but surely gaining command points. Hilarious. Okay. I do feel bad for the Poles. It is a little bit weird.
They have lost half their men.
England, probably historically, always has good relations with them. Mostly because they stand up to German or Russian or external aggression. Obviously in World War II, defending the independence of Poland. That's why they joined in.
Tidings. The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base. By St. George, our men have taken control of the castle.
Alright, we've started the countdown now. Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, right. I'll just quickly look it up. So, 1569, yeah, so it's mid-1500s. I wasn't too sure if it was further.
The enemy army
It was a biconfederal state. A king of Poland and a duke of Lithuania. Cool. Succeeded by the Habsburg. Kingdom of Prussia and Russia. Alright. Yeah, only 300 in here. So, general-wise, important, but overall, not the most difficult battle for good old King Henry the Righteous, he's now called. Good old King Henry the Crusader. So now, maybe we're sort of forming Teutonic Order lands up. Can we actually play as the Teutonic Order in this? Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, let's continue on. I'm trying to make out what was happening here. Public order issues down in Spain. Sending more reinforcements to Poland. Yeah, just more reinforcements. Heading over. Okay, we're going for our third settlement here today. Thankfully, all these battles haven't been too difficult, but just because we just need to manually play them. Battle here at Krakow, and this is going to be huge as there are 4 generals here, and we've finally found the Polish king and prince, and there's also a bunch of family members there, so Boleslaw the Profane, we're going to have to deal with him. Now, this will reconcile Poland if we're successful here today. So we might have to halt on Polish aggression because we don't want to get excommunicated, but hopefully they should be weak enough that they basically sue for peace and we don't have to deal with them. And then we can focus on Kievan Rus, the Ruskies. I think it's like Novgorod. Yeah, we can maybe take some Yuki or Ruski territory. That would be fitting. But we are starting to surround and pen in the HRE, which is something to consider. But it's great to see King Henry getting a new place to holiday in the summer. Ah, yes. Polish and Baltic, a Königsberg holiday home. Be quite nice. But thankfully, so far, all this Polish territory, castle-wise, isn't that built up. It's mostly just wooden castles. It's probably because they've been under threat. Maybe they haven't had the most successful campaign either. I think once we end this series, we will, like we did at the very, very start of the campaign, do a toggle foe, just to see how everyone shaped and developed up, because I would love to see what's going on in the the Balkans. The Levant, the Middle East. Like, how are the Byzantines doing? They're still about. Like, how strong are they? What's going on in the Caucasus? I want to know. It's always interesting to see. I love when AI kingdoms take the initiative and grow and expand and conquer. It's kind of cool, because we're living in the same known world. Like, what's like Georgia doing? Or the Abbasids. Like, they're so far away, we're probably not going to ever interact with them. I'm not doing a full world conquest of this. Crikey, I don't even know how long that would take me. It's taking me 25 settlements. What has it been, 2 weeks? Yeah, I don't want to do that math. Too damn long. Probably take me 2 years. Now, we've got to be a little bit careful here because there is a lot of generals. Hang on. We do have a decent amount of cavalry. We also are having to use mercenaries here that we did recruit in Eastern Europe, because we haven't got a recruitment pool over here just yet.
The enemy king lies dead, slain by our gallant warriors.
Nice, he's now gone.
St. George, our men are Lord, we've lost control of the city.
Just got to be careful. Alright, we've initiated the countdown. We don't want to lose the king.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of
last thing we want is a succession crisis. Alright, nice. Yeah, there's only 354, but it could have been more difficult. So the polls will be reconciled, and hopefully next time in the next episode, episode 22, I'm going to make sure that this issue doesn't happen again, but it doesn't happen too often. I can't remember the last time we've had sort of a botched, bugged recording, but I think we've sort of plastered over this axe wound of a recording session that we've had to deal with here today. But unfortunately, on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. My apologies for the inconvenience. Like and sub, all that stuff. But hopefully this shouldn't happen again. But stay tuned for more episodes. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much. Goodbye.